about 35 references on human trust in that paper. The second one is on, is it DIMAX, where we talk much more about the protocol, and the third is about peer production of security and privacy, and in that we talk about the network theory and the simulation. Would any of you guys use this? Would you use that? Would anybody here use this? If you could just share selected histories with your friends. I've got some nods and one look of physical discomfort.
Questions?
Does this affect the websites that you visit just once? Because there are lots. So there are websites that we just go once. I mean, for banking, we are pretty sure that this is the right website unless the URL suddenly becomes really long. But we Google so many things and we just click on websites while searching for material. So does this really, like the reputation or the history of such websites, does it matter?
Well, that's an excellent question, because the efficacy of the system critically depends upon the homophily of the social network. That is to say, if my social network is highly self-correlating. How many people in here have been to Matt Blaze's crypto site? Okay. How many people here are not going to raise their hand no matter what I ask? How many people here go to Schneier's cryptograms? Right? You have a fairly high degree of homophily. How many here bank at the Purdue Credit Union? Right? Your social network is likely to have a high degree of homophily. Even if you had this group of people here, you would have very strong signaling for many of your leisure websites. Now, it only works to the extent at which that's true, and that's why we also have other major websites. If you go to the identity management website, you probably want to know, is this, a popular identity management website, right? Is this in the top, 50,000 websites that are visited? Or is this one that my friends in identity management visit? Those are two different questions. In that case, you want to know the second question. If what you want to do is buy flowers, you probably want to go to one of just the top generically visited websites. And in terms of the websites you just click once, yeah, hopefully nobody went to see the hamster dance twice. That's just,
Any others? Okay, let's go. One more.
Yes, following this question, have you thought of, in your ongoing research, have you thought of putting some constructs for measuring, like this reputation, this signaling thing, like the number of transactions with one specific site, or the history, or the period of time that they're doing, so you come up with some measures for this trust?
we do measure how often you visit a site. We measure how many times you visited a site, with the expectation that it's 24 hours between each visit. And that's how we define visits temporally, because that's the simplest way. And then your visit decays. That is to say, if you visited it 3 times, and you can have a maximum score up to 5. So you start to decay. After 24 hours, it goes up. And then it starts to decay. It goes down to 1.5, right? But then when you visit it the next time, it goes up to 4, and it will go down to 2. So the idea is that there's also a decay over time. If you visited a site last week and the week before and the week before that, that is a site that you might rate more positively than if you visited the site 3 times when you were in high school.
That's probably all the time we have. Thank you, Jean.
Thank you.